From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good morning and happy Friday. We still have 2 fires burning in the region. We'll go ahead and start by talking about the fire burning in Kittitas County, this being the Squaw Creek fire burning 2 miles to the north of the Lauderdale Junction. It is still over 300 acres, but containment jumped up on this one yesterday. It was 3% contained, now it's 9% contained, and if that doesn't sound like a big deal, it is, especially as this is some very tough terrain that the firefighters are navigating. We still have level 2 and level 1 evacuations in place for this fire in the Liberty area of Washington and Kittitas County. So you can find all these areas and all sorts of information listed on this fire over at applevalleynewsnow.com. Now on to the Williams Mine fire. This one just a little bit above 13,000 acres, containment holding steady at 31%. The acreage is held pretty steady as well. We haven't gotten a lot of big updates with this fire throughout the course of this week, and you know, part of that can be attributed to this much cooler weather. We're down into the 40s and 50s for this morning. All of us need some sort of light jacket, but not the rain jacket for today. We'll keep it pretty dry. We do have some small shower chances into this weekend, and I'll show you the chances going up into next week coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the Wapato man accused of killing his girlfriend is facing additional charges, and there's even more to the story. Emily Goodell with that report.
And the new location has been chosen for the trial of Brian Koberger, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students, where the trial will now stand just ahead.
Thousands of Boeing workers are on strike. This after rejecting a proposed new contract. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, September 13th. You could call it a bit of a spooky day. Is it the start of spooky season, maybe?
And I asked you earlier if you were superstitious.
Not terribly.
I like scary movies.
Okay.
You know, they always release Halloween movies on a Friday the 13th.
That's
They're usually in October, so
yeah.
None this year because it's September, but we're getting close. We're going to start your top stories off now. A Wapato man who was already accused of assaulting his girlfriend was then charged with killing her days later, and he's now facing additional charges.
This came after a 4-day manhunt that ended in a police chase and crash. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us there's even more to this case.
The facts here include 3 separate cases in Yakima County Superior Court, a total of 10 criminal charges spread over the course of a week. It's a case that gets more complicated by the day, but here's what we know so far. Yakima police say on September 3rd, 45-year-old Gianni Alimo assaulted his girlfriend, 37-year-old Heather England, and her sister Brandy Brown by crashing into their car to prevent them from getting away. Alimo arrested on suspicion of malicious mischief and reckless endangerment. Police recommending high bail due to extensive criminal history. The prosecutor also requesting bail, but Judge Jared Boswell signing off on Alimo's release, based on a recommendation from the Pretrial Services Department, and issuing no contact orders for the victims. Less than 12 hours later, England was shot to death outside Alimo's home, and Alimo was on the run, facing a nationwide warrant for aggravated first-degree murder. The 4-day-long manhunt for Alimo on the homicide charges escalating when authorities say they caught up to Alimo, who took over a vehicle without permission and held the owner against his will as he led deputies on a high-speed chase, ending in a crash. Prosecutors asking for no bail in the homicide case due to extensive criminal history, noting Alimo was just released from prison in December after serving more than 11 years for assault. Judge Sonia Rodriguez-True agreeing to the state's recommendation that Alimo be held without bail. England's sister, Brandy Brown, who's now taking care of her 16-year-old niece and 4-year-old nephew, told me this never should have happened.
We reached out for help and you let him out, and not even 10 hours later he killed her. After the cops sat in my yard and told my sister how much in danger she was. So I know the cops, they went to bat for her. They did. Why on God's green earth that judge ever released him on pretrial? Not even bail, but pretrial? I'll never for the life of me understand that.
To answer that question, I went to Yakima County Superior Court Wednesday for Alimo's preliminary appearance on the murder charge. I spoke to officials with the Yakima Police Department, Yakima County Sheriff's Office, and Yakima County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. I obtained court documents, including a detailed transcript of the court hearing where the judge signed off on Alimo's pretrial release. And finally, I spoke with England's sister about the hole England's death has left in her family and her determination that her sister not be forgotten. This isn't a case that's straightforward or easy to unpack, but we'll be going step by step to dive deeper into what happened in this case and get a little closer to answering why. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And England leaves behind 2 children. The family of Heather England has a GoFundMe up to help with funeral expenses.
The viewing ceremony is set for Tuesday, September 17th from 4 to 7 p.m. and her funeral service is Wednesday, September 18th at 1 p.m. at Brookside Funeral Home.
In continuing coverage of the University of Idaho murders case, the Idaho Supreme Court has determined Brian Kohberger's murder trial will be moved to Boise.
Kohberger is accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students back in 2022, and the Idaho Supreme Court made this ruling after Judge John Judge ruled Latah County could not handle a trial of this magnitude.
Judge says there was a reasonable likelihood of a jury being biased against Kohberger due to media coverage of the murders. In a crime alert, troopers are warning people across Oregon and Washington about a wanted man who they believe is driving around in an old converted ambulance.
Police in Oregon and even Mobile, Alabama are looking for 39-year-old Adam Rank. He's wanted in both states for sex crimes against child victims. The Alabama charges include child sexual abuse and torture involving an 11-year-old victim. The U.S. Marshals Service is also searching for Rank.
Police say he posted bond in Alabama and was released from pretrial custody. He has close ties to Oregon. He's believed to be traveling in a converted Ford ambulance that is now painted two-toned white over gray. He is 6'1" and weighs around 175 pounds with blue eyes and a mustache. If you know anything, call police. Up next, the Kennewick Police Department is hiring 10 new police officers, and they want all of them to be female. That story coming up in a few minutes.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you for coming together.
With Capella University's game-changing FlexPath format, take courses on your own terms and apply the skills you learn right away. Imagine your future differently with Capella University.
DeLynne's Boutique is a lifestyle boutique that offers locally sourced and established brand items. We feature men's and women's styles with a fresh approach to your look. DeLynne's Boutique brings style that is approachable yet unique, so you can look and feel your best no matter what room you are walking into. Our house brand, Life on the Water, is locally inspired, designed, and printed in Kennewick, Washington. DeLynne's is located in the Marineland Plaza in Kennewick, next to the Village Bistro. You can also shop easily online at dlynnes.com.
Some symptoms of prostate cancer include problems urinating, blood in the urine, and a weakness or numbness in your legs or feet. Get more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Prostate Urology Center, the full spectrum of urology care, now accepting new patients.
There are those who factor and those who don't. Nothing this good comes this easy.
Except Factor.
Fresh, never frozen meals, ready in 2 minutes.
Support the Canyon Bloom Petals for Patients Secret Garden fundraiser October 10th from 4 to 8 p.m. Horse and cart valet, live music and line dancing, local food and libations, garden tours and silent auction. To buy tickets and to learn more about our mission, visit canyonblooms.org.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, here's a current look at all the wildfire smoke in the region right now. And, well, there's nothing on the map. That's because there's not a lot of, in fact, it looks like there's no smoke or haze up in the sky right now, or at least nothing that's tangible enough for Futurecast or any smoke model to pick up on it, at least for right now. But a little bit later in the day, the Squaw Creek fire could start to flare up again, and so maybe we could get some very light smoke or haze immediately downwind of that. But that's about it for today, and then into tomorrow, Futurecast is kind of painting the same picture, maybe getting some very light haze or smoke immediately downwind of the Squaw Creek fire in Kittitas County, but other than that, pretty good air quality. So hopefully we can keep that train on rolling as we head into the rest of this forecast, just given that it is going to be cooler and we do have some rainfall in the forecast. Here's your CoCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket stuff for this morning, but by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock should be t-shirt weather. And after that, we'll have a warm day, although we're still going to be below average for this time of the year, as we'll be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year, which means mid to upper 70s. It'll feel a little bit warmer than that in the sunshine, and we should have plenty of sunshine out there. However, we are tracking some small shower chances into the weekend, and then rainfall chances go up even more into next week. I'll show you those chances coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Turning to Kennewick now, the police department is hiring 10 new police officers. And get this, they want all of them to be female. Apple Valley News Now's Toby Solving spoke to the police department about that decision yesterday, which was on National Police Women's Day. Take a look.
It's a day to recognize all the efforts that they put in and recognize that really they have a perspective that help us meet our mission. The perspective of a woman, that perspective can be very different than that of a man, and using that in our line of work has really been beneficial to both for victims and getting confessions from suspects. So it's very important that we recognize their efforts, and they're a huge part of what we do here at KPD.
Nationally, women make up about 10% of police officers. In Kennewick, it's about 7%.
We need more women in law enforcement. We're 10 officers down at Kennewick right now. We'd love to fill all 10 of those with women if we could. We've streamlined our process to try to get as many applicants through the door, including women, that we can.
I spoke with McKenna Brunt, who's been a patrol officer with KPD for about 1.5 years now.
Oh man, I love it every single day, right? Every day's different. It's exciting to come to work. It's fun to come to work. It's kind of difficult in a good way. Like, it challenges you every day. You know, I mean, it really pushes you kind of to your limits, but in the end, like, you end up such a better person from it. Everyone's treated equally. You know, I got the same opportunities as everyone else did. You know, I had to go through the same training as everyone else did, right? Same physical tests, same written tests, same everything. You know, I mean, I did have to train probably a little bit harder physically than all the guys did, you know, just to be at the same level. But once you kind of get it, then it's like, all right, you know, we got it from here. So it's a long process, but it's 100% worth it. Like, I love this job.
This is Toby Solvang with Apple Valley News Now.
According to the National Police Institute, in 1974, there were close to 1,000 women police officers in the U.S., and today there are an estimated 96,000. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, thousands of Boeing workers are striking this morning. This after what they wanted was rejected. We'll give more details just ahead.
Dreaming of luxurious wear-resistant carpets? With the kids back in school, now is the perfect time. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. And this month, save up to 50% off carpets by Engineered Floors.
Coyote Canyon says, cheers to 30 years, and they invite you to join the festivities. It's the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration. Buy your tickets early for this great event on Saturday, September 21st. Then hop on the shuttle to the Horse Heaven Hills and visit the amazing family vineyards. Enjoy music, barbecue, and of course the star of the show, Coyote Canyon Wines. A fantastic day awaits you, with some of the proceeds going to benefit Heartlinks Hospice. Purchase your tickets today for the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration with Coyote Canyon Winery. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Liberty Lawn and Saw Shop, your destination for outdoor power equipment. We offer a wide range of products from leading brands such as Exmark, Husqvarna, Echo, and Steel. Make your yard stand out with our range of professional-grade landscaping tools and equipment. We also provide a variety of services, including free pickup and delivery on deluxe services. Our team is committed to providing the best care for your outdoor equipment. Call us today or text us for faster service at 509-371-1477. Visit us in West Richland and at libertylawnandsawshop.com.
Labor Day is finally here. It's our biggest savings event of the year, and you'll find huge savings on our newest fall arrivals for every room in your home. During the Labor Day event, you'll get a full 60 months to pay with absolutely no interest and no money down. Or for your cash purchases, we'll subtract the tax. Special hours this Labor Day, Monday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Hurry into your local Moore Furniture showroom for the best selection.
Dreaming of luxurious wear-resistant carpets? With the kids back in school, now is the perfect time. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. And this month, save up to 50% off carpets by Engineered Floors.
You fired 4 times.
Tonight,
The 32-year-old former ballerina,
the center of the so-called Black Swan trial.
You haven't spoken out before. Why did you decide to talk now?
2020, tonight on ABC.
Next Live will have everybody saying, yeah! Global superstar Usher is here. Plus, Emmy winner Laverne Cox.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devil Stadium. Looks like there's pretty clear skies out there for this morning other than just a few clouds. But you know, later today we're going to have plenty of sunshine. By the way, temperatures this morning in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, so you'll likely need a light jacket. And a little bit later today, it will be t-shirt weather as we'll have plenty of sunshine, but highs will still be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. Also, we'll have winds gusting upwards of 20 miles per hour for the basin and for the Kittitas Valley, but definitely not the kind of gusts that we saw yesterday. And then for tonight, the winds are going to calm down for the basin, but they'll continue to gust maybe upwards of 20 miles per hour for the valley, for the Kittitas Valley, that is. Overnight lows dropping down into the 50s, and clouds will start to become more prevalent. Skies will either turn mostly cloudy or overcast, and you see there's going to be a chance for some showers, not only for today in the Cascades, but also for tonight in the Cascades, maybe some of that slipping down into the Kittitas Valley. We'll have a slightly better chance of wet weather into tomorrow, especially for the Cascades, but the mountains are going to eat up a lot of this. So to the east of there, there's only going to be about a 10 to 20% chance of wet weather, if that. So I'm thinking, again, we'll be mostly dry for tomorrow, but there will be a persistent chance of showers, maybe even some thunderstorms up in the Cascades. We'll continue to have these small little ticky-tack shower chances through Monday, and then the chances for wet weather go up. They double into Tuesday, but Wednesday's looking a little bit drier at this point. I'll show you later in the show how much rainfall we're actually expecting from this storm system, but just know that the mountains are going to eat up a lot of that rainfall. Hey, here's some good news. Temperatures staying fall-like over the next 7 days. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry for today, small shower chances for Saturday through Wednesday, and then we'll be trending a bit cooler into next week. For Yakima, a small shower chance on Saturday, dry for Sunday and Monday, and then reintroducing chances for wet weather on Tuesday and Wednesday. For Ellensburg, calmer winds today, but still breezy, tracking little chances for wet weather Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then for Hermiston, small chances for wet weather Saturday through Wednesday, below average highs for the next 7 days straight. And then for Walla Walla, chances for wet weather going up incrementally for Saturday through Wednesday. Looks like some thunder could be in the mix by Tuesday.
Thank you, Josh. In your business news this morning, a tentative agreement has been rejected and Boeing workers are now on strike. 95% of union members overwhelmingly rejected a proposed 4-year contract with the troubled aircraft manufacturer. The machinists union and the company reached a tentative agreement on Sunday, but union members were not happy with the terms. Boeing did not agree to their request for a 40% pay increase. The company also refused to restore a pension plan that was eliminated in 2014.
While there were many important things that were in this offer, it didn't bridge the gap for 16 years from 2008 and going through 2 extensions and the threats of job loss, stagnated wages, cost shift on health care, and many other issues, and especially relocation of thousands of jobs for other programs leaving the state.
Union members launched a series of protests this week outside of Boeing plants. The strike started at midnight. The loan servicer Navient has been banned from servicing federal student loans and must pay out millions of dollars as part of a new settlement. The agreement settles a lawsuit brought by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau in 2017. It accused the company of misleading student loan borrowers and processing their payments incorrectly. Navient will pay $100 million to impacted borrowers and a $20 million fine to the federal agency. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, another woman is accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual battery in a new lawsuit. We have the details in your entertainment headlines. Stay with us.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Board-certified family medicine provider Dr. Michael Adling is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Benton City Clinic. His services include annual physicals and preventative care, well child exams, the treatment of cold and flu, acute illnesses, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Adling, call the Benton City Clinic at 509-588-4075. Or to learn more about his services, visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Hey there, are you ready to quackercise? It's the best exercise to get ready for the duck race. I know you guys are ready. Are you? It's coming September 14th. Don't miss your chance to win big at the Mid-Columbia Duck Race. The grand prize is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross, plus other fantastic prizes. Support your community, lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep the tradition alive. The Mid-Columbia Duck Race, presented by Toyota and Audubon Auto Care Center.
Save with Bi-Mart's latest digital savings guide on Bi-Mart.com or pick up a copy in store. Save big on Ball canning jars. All pint and quart-sized jars are now 50% off. Membership saves you more at Bi-Mart.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In entertainment news, Demi Lovato is celebrating a directorial debut with the documentary Child Star.
Lovato was joined by Allison Stoner, Raven Simone, and JoJo Siwa at the documentary's Hollywood premiere.
They're just some of the stars Lovato talks about in Child Star, about their experiences in the entertainment industry, the good, the bad, and a lot of ugly.
I wanted to, tell these stories because I thought they were important, and as we were working on the film, it became more and more clear that protections need to be put in place for future generations of child performers.
Now, she says she learned a lot about herself through the journey of making this film.
And Child Star will stream on Hulu September 17th.
That sounds very interesting and
It
really
does.
good message
And
about
we've seen it
children
so
in this
many
industry.
times, but they need protections. They need, I don't know, like help at an early age so that they can, like, you know, handle it better. It's just, it's too much.
If you haven't seen Quiet on Set,
yes,
that's it's a tough watch, but it's I think it's a necessary watch.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, in more entertainment news, another woman is accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual battery in a new lawsuit. The complaint is from Dawn Richard, who's a former member of the musical group Danity Kane.
The band was formed by Combs on the reality series Making the Band. Among the allegations listed in the complaint include sexual harassment and false imprisonment.
Richard also alleges she witnessed Combs brutally beat his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. She claims Combs threatened Richard's life when she tried to help Ventura.
An attorney for Combs has denied the allegations and accused Richard of having a financial motive. Richard is seeking damages and a trial by jury.
This is the 10th lawsuit against Combs since November and the 9th accusing him of sexual assault. One of the cases was filed by Ventura, but that has since been settled.
Combs has denied all of the allegations against him. Ewan McGregor made it to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The 53-year-old Golden Globe and Emmy Award-winning actor was honored with the 2,798th star on the street next to the El Capitan Theater.
McGregor made his breakthrough in the 1996 film Trainspotting, and among other movies he appeared in include Black Hawk Down and A Life Less Ordinary.
The Scottish-born actor also starred as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the second-released Star Wars trilogy. McGregor just finished working on David Robert Mitchell's new movie, Flowervale Street.
He also serves as a Goodwill ambassador for the nonprofit organization UNICEF UK.
I don't know any of those movies. And
you know Star Wars.
I know them.
You've at least heard of it.
Seen them. I know. I feel.
When's
like
Joey Chestnut going to get a Hollywood star? Is he deserving?
He needs a movie first.
It's coming up.
Is he deserving of one? I say yes.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, the Tri-Cities Airport will be making some changes, and that's thanks to a lot of money from a grant. We take an in-depth look next.
Also, the airport starts a new program on Monday, and I don't think anyone will whine about it. Details in the next half hour.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less. That's ironic. Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
All right, T, time to go. It's hard to believe how quickly time flies. Our lives definitely get a lot busier this time of year. Soccer practice, club sports, school events, it's a lot to juggle. Having an SUV that we can easily pack everything into and still have plenty of room is amazing. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Labor Day is finally here. It's our biggest savings event of the year, and you'll find huge savings on our newest fall arrivals for every room in your home. During the Labor Day event, you'll get a full 60 months to pay with absolutely no interest and no money down. Or for your cash purchases, we'll subtract the tax. Special hours this Labor Day, Monday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Hurry into your local Moore Furniture showroom for the best selection.
Sometimes, life is a funny way of turning sideways. Like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day.
Here we go.
Or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions. We got you. Are we happy? We are happy. Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant? Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by Dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Whites and Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, so I am enjoying the last half hour of getting to anchor with you two wonderful people.
It's not a good morning.
Yeah, in case you missed it, I did mention last hour that this is my last newscast with Apple Valley News Now.
We're going to miss you so much.
It's a bittersweet thing.
It is bittersweet. We're happy for you, but we'll make do without you.
I'm sure you will.
We'll try to.
You're going to more than
make do. It's going to be really, really hard.
Wonderful.
No, you're leaving a big hole, so you will be dearly, dearly missed, and we'll have more surprises for you later.
Ooh.
Yes. But the clock is ticking. But yes.
Yes. Any surprises in our forecast?
No, not really. I mean, rain chances going up a little bit more in the next week, so I wouldn't necessarily say that's surprising, but it's just something else to look forward to. Okay, right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of Apple Valley News Now. What a sponsor. And you can see there are just some very thin clouds up in the sky for this morning. A little bit later today should be mostly sunny. Right now temperatures are in the 40s and 50s, although we are on the precipice of 60 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket stuff for this morning, but come time for 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock this morning, should be t-shirt weather, and we should hold on to that for the rest of the day, at least while we have daylight. Speaking of daylight, we should have mostly sunny skies for today, which will make some of these air temperatures feel a little bit warmer than they would otherwise suggest. But we do have some rainfall that's on the way. I'll break down those chances, very small shower chances into tomorrow. I'll break that down zone by zone. Also, I'll show you what that could maybe end up doing to our vegetation dryness, maybe putting an end to fire season. So I'll have all that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off this half hour in Pasco, the Tri-Cities Airport will be making some changes thanks to the Airport Improvement Program.
Lawmakers approved over $48 million for 7 of Washington's airports, and our Riley Fitzgerald says PSC is getting a big chunk of over $12 million.
PSC Airport Director Buck Taft says there's one project that grant money will cover.
We are shifting our runway and taxiway system 300 feet to the north, and this is to come into compliance with FAA engineering standards. So there's no real safety issues. It's a project we've planned for the last 5 years.
The Airport Improvement Program funding is going to go toward shifting the airport's taxiway delta and runway 1230 to the northwest. Taft says the traveling public probably won't notice the change, but the community who lives to the west of the airport might notice more aircraft flying over their homes because of runway closures.
For commercial service, we have 2 runways, and then we have another one for general aviation that's a lot smaller that the larger commercial service aircraft cannot use.
With a record travel year last year at PSC, Senator Maria Cantwell says this funding will help improve safety and runway infrastructure resiliency to keep pace with demands and future growth.
We're also adding a road around the end for vehicles, specifically fuel trucks, because fuel trucks come from one side to the other, and part of what the FAA would like is for them not to cross any safety areas and not have to talk to the tower. So you're reducing unnecessary chatter on the radio, plus creating a safer environment for the vehicles to drive to get from one side of the airfield to the other.
Taft says the runway is going to end up being the same length, but does set the space up for expansion sometime in the future. Taft says construction is scheduled to start next year around the time winter is over. It will last around 139 days. In Pasco, I'm Riley Fitzgerald with Apple Valley News Now.
Airport Director Buck Taft says American Airlines is adding a second daily flight to Phoenix.
Also, Avelo Airlines is increasing its Burbank service from twice a week to 4 times a week.
And on October 1st, Alaska Airlines is adding daily service to LAX. Also, the airport is welcoming a new program through Avelo Airlines.
Avelo is expanding its Wine Travels free program on the West Coast. Avelo customers starting Monday who are leaving PSC can bring a taste of Washington wine country home with them, and customers heading back to PSC can bring home their favorite Southern California wine.
Taft says right now just Avelo and one other airline has this feature, but he's hoping more airlines pick it up.
It's a benefit to our wine community. I know Alaska Airlines is the only airline that has the wine flies free. And now that Avelo's adding it, it gives those coming to or traveling from an opportunity to take some of that great Washington wine home with them. So I'm very excited for this program.
As a part of checked baggage allowance, customers 21 years old or older can transport 1 case of wine per person for no additional cost.
A Washington state woman is recovering after falling more than 100 feet at a waterfall in Whatcom County. It happened Tuesday at Racehorse Falls. Rescue workers say the woman fell about 40 feet straight down before tumbling another 60 feet down a slippery slope, landing in a pool of water. Amazingly, she was able to get back to the water's edge, pull herself out, and call for help.
She suffered serious injuries and had to be lifted out of the canyon. Rescue workers say it's a miracle she survived. The woman was hiking by herself on an unmanaged trail when she fell. Rescue officials say you should always hike with a partner if possible and be aware of posted signs.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a new state law is aiming to make the college experience safer. We'll tell you how they plan to do this when we come back.
But first, Josh will have how today's weather is looking. Keep it right here.
Get ready for the Seattle Kraken all season on Apple Valley News Now.
Dreaming of luxurious, wear-resistant carpets? With the kids back in school, now is the perfect time. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. And this month, save up to 50% off carpets by Engineered Floors.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or get 60 months no interest financing. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Hapo came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
Coyote Canyon says, cheers to 30 years, and they invite you to join the festivities. It's the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration. Buy your tickets early for this great event on Saturday, September 21st. Then hop on the shuttle to the Horse Heaven Hills and visit the amazing family vineyards. Enjoy music, barbecue, and of course, the star of the show, Coyote Canyon Wines. A fantastic day awaits you, with some of the proceeds going to benefit Heartlinks Hospice. Purchase your tickets today for the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration with Coyote Canyon Winery. Coyote Canyon is calling.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace Store. And we have some deals we don't want you to miss. 5 different Black Flag insect killers, 44% off at 2 for $10. Iron Hold Contractor Trash Bags, your choice, $13.99. Ace Premium Spray Paint plus Primer, 2 cans for $10. Mix and match. Ortho Home Defense Insect Killer is sale priced at $16.99. See all of the deals using this QR code. Come see us at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores. And thank you for your business.
It's the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit, just $299.99. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Dreaming of luxurious, wear-resistant carpets? With the kids back in school, now is the perfect time. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. And this month, save up to 50% off carpets by Engineered Floors.
You fired 4 times.
Tonight, the 32-year-old former ballerina, the center of the so-called Black Swan trial.
You haven't spoken out before. Why did you decide to talk now?
2020, tonight on ABC.
Next Live will have everybody saying, yeah! Global
superstar Usher is here. Plus, Emmy winner Laverne Cox.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, so we do have a little chance for some lightning in the forecast for tomorrow, specifically up in the Cascades. The fire start potential, though, I'm not too concerned about it, as the vegetation dryness is going to be much lower as opposed to what it was at the beginning of this week. Remember, at the beginning of this week, vegetation dryness was up into the 90th percentile. Remember, the 100th percentile would be the driest vegetation on record. So Monday, we were in the 90th percentile, now down to the 60th percentile. So I'm not saying fire season is over with, but I'm saying that the data is suggesting that we're trending in that direction. For the lower Columbia Basin, we'll also be into the 64th percentile and then into the 60th percentile for the Blue Mountains. Here's some of the shower chances we're expecting for tomorrow. Now, up in the Cascades, it's going to be like a 70–80% chance, but to the east of there, it's going to range anywhere from 10 to 20% chances. So tomorrow is certainly not going to be a washout, especially not in the basin. However, we are tracking a storm system into next Tuesday and Wednesday. This one's looking slightly more promising, specifically for the mountain ranges, as we could get anywhere between a quarter to a half of an inch. But in between the mountain ranges, I think the rain shadow effect is going to win out, as we're not expecting more than 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. But I'll show you the rain chances over the next 7 days. Also, I'll time out tomorrow's chance with Futurecast. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your health news, a new state law is aiming to make the college experience safer. This by requiring higher education institutions to offer fentanyl and opioid awareness information and resources.
This means schools have to provide Narcan and fentanyl testing strips on campus, as well as educational information on how to use them.
And you could save a life. You could absolutely save a life. And we know that this is something that young people in all walks of life are experiencing and dying from.
House Bill 2112 went into effect on June 6th, so schools are still adjusting to all of its elements.
And stay with us. We have a big announcement coming up. You've kind of heard about it already, but that's coming up in your morning sprint. That and all of your top stories.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your full weather forecast.
There's no prettier time of year than right now to hit the road and explore the great Northwest in an RV. Broadmoor RV, the #1 travel trailer dealer in Washington State, is slashing prices with winter on the way. Visit our huge campus in Pasco, where you'll see the top brands in the industry all in one place. Family owned and operated since its inception, the customer is always top of mind before and after the sale. Broadmoor RV, your destination store in Pasco.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Discover the luxury of Mr. Mattress, locally owned and operated in the Uptown Mall in Richland. Experience top quality mattresses, bedding, and adjustable bases, all at wholesale prices. Enjoy free delivery in the Tri-Cities. Feel the comfort and quality in every product. Visit Mr. Mattress at 1395 George Washington Way in Richland. Mr. Mattress, your gateway to a better night's sleep.
Pro-level performance at work and at home. Right now, buy 2 AP300S batteries and get a third AP300S for free. And get a free battery when you buy a BGA 86 battery handheld blower set, a $300 value. Real steel. Find yours.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant? Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Whites in Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Coyote Canyon says, cheers to 30 years, and they invite you to join the festivities. It's the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration. Buy your tickets early for this great event on Saturday, September 21st. Then hop on the shuttle to the Horse Heaven Hills and visit the amazing family vineyards. Enjoy music, barbecue, and of course, the star of the show, Coyote Canyon Wines. A fantastic day awaits you, with some of the proceeds going to benefit Heartlinks Hospice. Purchase your tickets today for the 30th Anniversary Vineyard Celebration with Coyote Canyon Winery. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Stacy Lee, Kepke View First Alert Weather. Watch tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live, beautiful look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bimart. Looks like the skies are pretty clear out there for this morning. Temperatures are in the 40s and 50s. A little bit later today, they'll mostly be in the 70s, as we'll be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. But it will feel pretty good in the sunshine, although maybe a little bit cooler in some of these areas with breezes gusting up to 20 miles per hour. That would be in the basin and also in the Kittitas Valley. Also, there is a little chance, about a 10% chance of some showers in the Cascades for today. And then for tonight, the winds are going to calm down in the basin. They'll still gust upwards of 20 miles per hour for the valley. Clouds will start to pick up and they'll turn mostly cloudy to overcast, and we'll continue to have the chance, very small chance, for some showers in the Cascades. Maybe some of those dip down into the Kittitas Valley. However, things do turn a little bit more active into tomorrow, especially up in the Cascades, where we'll have about an 80% chance of some showers or thunderstorms. But it looks like the mountain ranges are going to eat up most of this, as to the east of there's only going to be about a 10 to 20% chance of showers. So most of us to the east of the Cascades will stay dry for tomorrow. Through Monday, we'll continue to have these 10 to 20% little nickel and dime kind of shower chances, but then those go up into Tuesday and Wednesday. This storm system looking like maybe it could provide a quarter of an inch to a half an inch of rainfall for the mountains, but in between the mountain ranges, we're not expecting much at all. Here's some pretty good news. Temperatures will stay fall-like over the next 7 days, so definitely no complaints about that in this studio. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry for today, but small shower chances return for Saturday through Wednesday. And then we'll trend a bit cooler into next week. For Yakima, we'll have small shower chances on Saturday, dry for Sunday and Monday, and then reintroducing chances for wet weather on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then for Ellensburg, calmer winds today, but still breezy, tracking little chances for wet weather Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then for Hermiston, small chances for wet weather Saturday through Wednesday, below average highs for the next 7 days straight. And then for Walla Walla, chances for wet weather going up incrementally for Saturday through Wednesday. Looks like some thunder could be in the mix by Tuesday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new insight into the people charged in Matthew Perry's overdose case.
I just wanted to let her know that the drugs that she sold him contributed to his death.
Family and friends of Cody McLaury now speaking out. Cody, another alleged victim of the so-called ketamine queen of Los Angeles, Jasveen Sangha.
As a result of this investigation, we have filed a drug distribution charge related to the death of Mr. McLaury.
In a new interview for Impact by Nightline, his sister sharing what she says she found on her brother's phone.
I see messages back and forth between the two of them talking about ketamine and how much she has available, how much it costs.
And coming up at 7 a.m. and streaming now on Impact by Nightline, we'll have much more on the investigation. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:49. It's time for your 6 o'clock morning sprint, and we're going to start off in your national headlines. Former President Donald Trump says he does not want another debate with Vice President Kamala Harris. He posted to Truth Social in all capital letters, quote, "There will be no third debate."
Shortly after Tuesday's debate, the Harris team called for a rematch. She said that her and Trump, quote, owe it to the voters to have another debate.
A new poll finds there's been little change in the state of the presidential race after Tuesday's debate. The survey was conducted by Reuters and Ipsos, polling between September 11th and 12th. It found Harris is ahead with 47% of support of registered voters, while Trump stands at 42%.
It's the first major poll to be released following the debate. However, the survey has a margin of sampling error of plus or minus 2.7%.
In your business news, the tentative agreement between Boeing and the Machinists Union has been rejected, and Boeing employees are now on strike. 95% of union members rejected the proposed 4-year contract.
They had reached a tentative agreement on Sunday. However, union members were not happy with the terms. Boeing did not agree to their request for a 40% pay increase, and they refused to restore a pension plan that was eliminated in 2014.
In your sports headlines, the Pac-12 Conference is adding to its roster. Effective July 1st, 2026, Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, and San Diego State will be joining the Pac-12.
The Pac-12 has been hit hard by conference realignment over the past couple of years. It currently has just 2 schools, Oregon State and Washington State. NCAA bylaws require a conference to have at least 8 schools to participate in the Football Bowl subdivision.
And the countdown to the Apple Cup is on. Kickoff is at 12:30 on Saturday from Lumen Field in Seattle. And the last time the Apple Cup was played there was in 2011.
The Huskies won that game 38-21. This weekend is not just a rivalry game, it's a redemption game for the Cougs, who had to witness that loss at Lumen Field 13 years ago. And it's redemption for the last 2 Apple Cups in which the Huskies won. Now, here are the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. We're now hearing from the sister of the woman killed in Wapato earlier this month. Heather England was shot and killed on September 6th. Her boyfriend is accused of the murder. Just hours earlier, 45-year-old Gianni Alaimo had been released from custody for an alleged assault on England and her sister Brandy. Now, Brandy says they had reached out for help before her sister was murdered, and she can't understand why he was released. Alaimo is currently being held without bail.
Troopers are warning people about a wanted man they believe is driving around in an old converted ambulance. Police in both Oregon and Alabama are looking for 39-year-old Adam Rank. He's wanted in both states for sex crimes against child victims. The Alabama charges include child sexual abuse and torture involving an 11-year-old victim. Police say he posted bond in Alabama and was released from pretrial custody. If you know anything, call police.
The Tri-Cities Airport is among 7 receiving grant money through the Airport Improvement Program. The news was announced by U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell earlier this week. PSC will receive over $12 million, and Airport Director Buck Taft says the funding will be used to shift the runway and taxiway system 300 feet to the north.
The Tri-Cities Airport is welcoming a new program through Avelo Airlines this coming Monday. Through the Wine Travels Free program, Avelo customers traveling between Pasco and Southern California can bring a case of wine with them for free. And this is part of the checked baggage allowance. And of course, it's only for customers 21 and older.
And coming up this weekend, it's the Fiery Foods Festival in Pasco. One of the events taking place on Saturday is the VIP Hot Pepper Eating Contest. Apple Valley News Now's very own Monique Ledesma and Riley Fitzgerald will be taking part. The last one remaining after multiple rounds of increasingly hot peppers wins. They are so spicy that paramedics will be standing by. And it's happening at Peanuts Park at 12:45 p.m. if you want to check it out. And actually, we have Riley Fitzgerald with us, and it's not because of the Fiery Foods Festival, but thank you for joining us.
I wanted to surprise you a little bit.
Yes, it was a surprise. I didn't expect her to walk in, but we did talk about this very briefly before. This is my last day with Apple Valley News Now, and this was my last newscast. So I'm going to be taking some time just to focus on being a great mom to my little boy at home. And I do want to thank all of you for making this experience so great. Thank you, Jessica, Josh, and Riley, and of course Megan, our wonderful director, who works so hard behind the scenes. You guys are great, you're professionals, and I'm excited to see what happens going forward.
We think all the same things about you. It's been a pleasure, a joy working with you. I feel like we just bonded and meshed so well.
Yeah.
You guys want to say something real quick?
Or, Jill, we started on the exact same day 2 years ago, and just from there, you know?
Well, Jill, before you sign off for good, there are a lot of other people and us who wanted to say bye to you, so take a look at what they had to say.
Aww.
Hey, Jill, we just wanted to congratulate you on your new adventure, and thank you so much for being such a kind person. We loved working with you. From the night crew, Toby on my left, and Austin.
Well, Jill, thank you so much. You know, we basically hardly see you because our schedules are so opposite, but we wish you all the best, and we'll still see you around.
So good luck and congratulations.
I'm very bummed that we only got to work together for 3 months, but in that time, you showed me what pleasant, polite, and talented person you are, and so Canadian too. You know, I'm from Alabama. I've never met anyone from Canada. It really proves how uncultured I am, but I feel like Canadian politeness and Southern hospitality aren't all that different. So again, it's been a pleasure working with you, and best of luck with your future endeavors.
I'm so sad. Jill, I am going to miss you so, so much. Getting to work with you these past couple of months and getting to know you, I did not know that we had that much in common. I feel like just watching you and learning from you, I've become such a better journalist and better anchor just from being around you. You are so talented. I know you're going to kill it anywhere that you go.
Hey, Jill. Looks like you're heading off to start new adventures in your new life as a mom, and that's great. Sure worked well with you here. We enjoyed having you on the set and in the station, and it's been good working with you, even though we didn't work together much. But best of luck in all that you do, and don't forget the little people here at KVEW. Bye-bye.
Jill, I'm going to miss you so much. You have taught me so much as a journalist, as a person, and as a friend. We definitely bonded after starting on the exact same day. That was 2 years and about 4 months ago. Lots of sadness to see you go. So much excitement to see what is next for you.
Oh, you guys.
I bought you
so
these.
Nice.
Oh, we're going to be so sad,
this is
but
gonna
so happy for you. It's bittersweet.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much. It means so much to hear that from you guys. Yeah, very sweet. And like I said, I'm going to miss working with all of you, and I look forward to seeing what happens on Good Morning Northwest.
It won't be the same without you, but we're happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's the hardest part of TV news. People come, people go. It's part of life, but we're definitely all going to miss you very much.
And I mean, I'm not leaving the community. I'm still here, so I'm sure I'm going to see you outside of the workplace.
Oh yeah, we're still hanging out, so
definitely.
Well, thank you, Jill, for teaching us and joining us for all these, all this time and showing me how to be a better journalist and anchor, so thank you once again.
Aww.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
And Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. So have a great day.